One of the biggest critics of the SWAPO administration and Namibia's judicial system is August Maletzky, who had plenty to say about the Prosecutor General's announcement.
Well, the $600 million has been reduced by Mr. Neoma of the GIPF to 300 and something million. It seems like the amount is getting lesser and lesser. To my mind, it's far more than $600 million, but be that as it may. This is something that calls for the entire Republic of Namibia to be in a state of mourning. We must grieve seriously over this. This is 600,000 Namibian dollars. Either the Prosecutor General is passing the blame to the Inspector General of the police, saying that no, they did a pathetic job, which I doubt. Or as she said, she didn't have a youth, you know. And because she didn't have a youth, she must also be protecting those that stole and because they didn't have a youth. They participated in the liberation struggle, and because they participated in the liberation struggle, these people are entitled to take money from the government institutions fund. It's an entitlement. It's a liberation credential that allows you to take without being punished. You must remember, this is money that has a spoor, like a reindeer that walks in the wetlands. There were properties bought, and I'm talking about immovable properties bought with GIPF funds in Cape Town, in posh suburbs of Cape Town. In whose name or in whose names are these properties registered? Of course, they are registered in the names of those that, according to my learned friend, Meme Marta Imalwa, they never had a youth. They are entitled to steal from other people's pension money and to make up for that, for the deficit that they suffered in life. They don't have a youth. And because they don't have a youth, they must buy properties in Clifton, in Hout Bay, and have these properties registered in their names and live a comfy life. That's the culture we have here in Namibia. In fact, that is the way of life that we have. So, with respect, I agree with Comrade Meme Marta Imarwa. Yes, they didn't have a youth. The Prosecutor General can take as much exception as she likes. I don't say these things because I like to say them, but I'm saying them because there are facts backing me, substantial facts backing me as to why the Prosecutor General was appointed in the most extraordinary fashion to the position that she holds. And yes, she can say the Judicial Service Commission appointed her. We know who appoints the Judicial Service Commission, and we know the composition of the Judicial Service Commission. Talking about the Judicial Service Commission as the appointing authority, we Namibians should open our eyes and see what the composition of the Judicial Service Commission really is. I mean, on what basis do you appoint somebody that has never been a practicing attorney as the Prosecutor General of the Republic of Namibia? What credentials does Meme Marwa have, except, as she rightly said, she sacrificed her youth and the liberation credentials that makes her the Lieutenant General of Law to be appointed as the PG of this country? We have experienced lawyers. We have experienced advocates throughout the Republic of Namibia. I mean, if you look at her predecessor, Mr. Hans Heyman, may his soul rest in peace. You think he was just appointed without his credentials being taken into account? He was a practicing advocate. He had many years of experience, both as a state prosecutor and as a defense attorney.
So what do we do now, I asked August Maletzky.
Except for mourning, I think we should all boycott the current system. We should all be united in grief, but not only in grief, in action, by taking to the streets and saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. The other day, a Nigerian politician was assaulted in, I think, Germany for medical treatment. What do Namibians do when Namibian politicians are taken to South Africa or Germany or Japan for medical treatment? We salute these crooks, whilst our children at home don't have the necessary medication. Why don't we emulate that shining example of what the Nigerians did to that politician? We are the land, or are we the land that God has chosen as the dumping ground of cowards? To simply idly stand by and witness what is happening to our children's money, how widowers and widows and orphans are being robbed of what they have worked for. I mean, really, is that what a proud Namibian is? To close your eyes and to let bygones be bygones. I'm afraid that is not the Namibia that I dreamed of when I was in high school.